Now, we will start with the overview of quality recognition in higher education, which include three components: quality standards, program accreditation, and quality recognition. First is quality standard. Quality standard refers to the set of criteria or benchmark used to measure the quality of an academic program or institution. This standard acts as a guideline to ensure that the program is consistent, effective, and meets the required academic quality. The next is program accreditation. Program accreditation is a formal evaluation process carried out to assess whether a program meets the required quality standards. During this process, several important aspects are reviewed such as curriculum, teaching method, assessment, and management before any approval is given. Lastly is quality recognition. Quality recognition refers to the official acknowledgement given to a program after it successfully meets the required quality standard through the accreditation process. This shows that the program is credible, reliable, and recognized by the relevant authority. So, quality standards set the requirements, program accreditation evaluates them, and quality recognition is the final result of achieving the standard. Next, we will continue with the importance of quality recognition. First, quality recognition helps to enhance an organization's reputation and brand image. When an organization receives quality recognition from authorized bodies such as MQA or ISO, it shows that the organization has achieved certain quality standards. This helps to build trust and confidence to public. For example, students, parents, and industry partners will feel more confident in an institution that has recognized quality status. Second is quality recognition ensure standardization and consistency within an organization. It means the organization follows proper procedure and standard operating system to provide quality service. As a result, service become more organized, systematic, and consistent. For example, students can receive the same quality of education regardless of department or program. Next, quality recognition encourages continuous improvement, also known as Kaizen. Organizations need to go through regular evaluation and audit to maintain their quality status. This process helps identify weaknesses and areas for improvement. Therefore, organizations can continuously improve their performance and remain relevant in a changing environment. Lastly, quality recognition facilitates global mobility and recognition. This means qualifications from recognized programs are more accepted internationally. It allows students to continue to study abroad, transfer credit more easily, and improve job opportunities. Employers are also more likely to trust graduates from accredited programs.
Moving on to section 1.3, let's look at the background of the Malaysian Qualification Agency, or MQA. The MQA was officially established on November 1st, 2007, also known as Act 679. It was officially formed through the merger of two previous bodies, which is the National Accreditation Board (LAN) and the Quality Assurance Division (QAD). Today, the MQA is the main body responsible for ensuring the overall quality and standard of higher education in Malaysia. They do this primarily by implementing the Malaysian Qualification Framework or MQF, which unifies and classifies all national qualification into 8 distinct levels. With that background in mind, let's move on to the next slide to see how this works in more detail. With the background of the MQA as shown in this slide, let's look at their core function and impact. First, they conduct accreditation and rigorous quality assurance audits to ensure the academic programs across college and university meet both high academic and industry standards. Beyond local quality control, the MQA actively promotes international recognition of Malaysian qualification by collaborating with global quality assurance bodies, making our degrees valuable worldwide. Ultimately, all of these efforts come together to support the national agenda by developing a highly skilled, competent, and employable workforce. Now that we understand the agency's background, core purpose, let's look at the next phase of this process.
In part 2, we discovered 8 steps involved in enhancing product quality through recognition by MQA. I will present phase 1 of getting NQA quality recognition, which is provisional accreditation. Let's start with step 1, which is internal design and mapping. This step happens inside the university. An internal committee of lecturers and industry experts will design the new course. They must make sure the subject follow the national rules set by NQF and COPA. A very important part here is mapping every subject to the 5 main learning areas of NQF, like knowledge, thinking skills, and ethics. Also, they must calculate the student learning time. Under NQA rules, 40 hours of student learning time, including lectures, assignment, and exam, is equal to 1 credit hour. Finally, the university must prepare documents like the Senate approval letter, subject syllabi, and a market study to prove that students want to study this course. Moving on to step 2, which is the submission of application. Once the University Senate approves the course, the application is sent to NQA Online. We use a government web portal called EMAS and fill out the NQA01 form. This form requires complete details about how the course is run, how students are tested, and how the university checks its quality. We cannot send an empty form. We must upload supporting documents. This includes the resumes and certificates of all lecturers and blueprints of campus facilities like computer labs and libraries. We also need to pay a processing fee. For normal courses, it costs between 5,000 ringgit and 7,000 ringgit. But for professional courses like engineering, it can go up to 12,000 ringgit. The portal will only process the application after the payment is successful. Step 3 is the desk evaluation and outcome. After NQA accepts the application, they will choose a panel of assessors, which means 2 or 3 external experts to review our documents. For provisional accreditation, this process is just a desk audit. This means the experts will only read and check the NQA01 documents at their own desk, and they do not need to visit the campus physically. If they find any small mistake or missing information, NQA will give the university about 14 to 30 days to fix it. Once the panel is happy with the changes, they send the report to the NQA committee. If approved, the university gets the NQA provisional accreditation letter and the Ministry of Higher Education's letter of approval. By law, the university cannot take in students until they receive both approvals.
Let's move on to section 2.4, which covers step 4, submission of self-review. This phase begins with a self-review conducted by the higher education provider or HEP to evaluate the program actual implementation and quality. All these findings are then formally documented in an NQA02 report. To back up this report, critical supporting documents and evidence such as syllabus, assessment, and staff records are carefully collected. The entire program is then reviewed for compliance with COPPA, ensuring it completely aligns with NQA quality standards. Once everything is ready, an online submission of both the report and the supporting document is made through the NQA system. This ultimately sets the stage for the full accreditation assessment, where the NQA officially evaluates the program to grant full accreditation. Let's move to the next slide to see what happened after the submission. Now let's look at 2.5, which outlines step 5, that's audit and initial evaluation report or IER. Following the NQA02 submission, where the HEP sends in their self-review report and supporting documents, the NQA steps into the appoint a panel of assessors known as the POA. This panel consists of experts who are tasked with evaluating the program. They begin by conducting a desk audit where the assessor thoroughly review all the submitted documents and evidence. Based on this audit, they compiled an initial evaluation report or IER, which carefully documents in the program findings, strengths, and areas of common concern. If something isn't clear, a clarification request will be issued to ask for additional information. Ultimately, this IER serves as the blueprint and preparation for the upcoming site visits, guiding the next major stage of the accreditation process.
The formal site audit is an important step in the accreditation process. After reviewing the documents, MQA sends a team of assessors to visit the institution. They check facilities such as classroom, laboratories, libraries, computer facilities, and student support services to make sure they are suitable for students. The assessor also interviewed different stakeholders, including university management, lecturers, students, alumni, and industry representatives. This helps them compare the information in the documents with what is actually happening in the institution and ensure that the program meets MQF standard. After the site audit, the assessor prepares a report. The report includes the strengths, weaknesses, and recommendations for the program. The feedback helps the institution identify areas that need improvement, such as teaching methods, facilities, curriculum, lecturer qualification, and student support services. Usually, the institution is given about 30 days to make the required improvement. After completing the improvement, the institution must submit evidence to MQA to show that the issues have been corrected. The final stage is committee decision, registration, and certification. The MQA committee, such as Accreditation Committee Meeting or MGA, review the site audit report and the evidence submitted by the institution before making a final decision. If the program meets all the requirements, it will receive full accreditation. The program will then be registered in the Malaysian Qualification Register or MQR, which is the official list of accredited programs in Malaysia. The institution also received an accreditation certificate as proof of approval. This increases the institution's reputation and gives graduates better opportunities for employment and further studies because their qualifications are officially recognized.
Okay, so I will talk about the importance of MQA accreditation. In conclusion, MQA accreditation plays an important role in ensuring the quality and credibility of higher education programs in Malaysia. It makes sure that all programs offered meet current academic standards as well as industry needs. The accreditation process involves systematic evaluation, starting from provisional accreditation (PA) and continuing to full accreditation before a program is fully recognized. Besides that, MQA also encourages continuous improvement of academic programs so that they remain relevant and up to date over time. It also helps in recognizing qualifications, which increases trust in graduates among employers, institutions, and society. Overall, MQA strengthens the Malaysian higher education system by ensuring consistent quality and producing competent graduates for national development. Okay, so for the recommendations, firstly, continuous quality improvement or CQI should be strengthened by regularly reviewing academic curriculum. This is important to ensure that all programs remain relevant and aligned with the current needs of the industry and job market. Next, the use of digital technology should be expanded to improve the monitoring of academic quality. With a digital system, institutions can track student performance, program outcomes, and compliance with MQA standards in real time, making the evaluation process more efficient and accurate. Lastly, stakeholder involvement should be increased, especially among students, alumni, employers, and industry representatives. Their feedback is very important in improving program development and ensuring that the curriculum remains relevant. This also helps graduates become more prepared for real working environments.